Today, I endeavor to share my recollection and experiences working on a very special, multi-year-long project with the amazing teacher Katy Sterns. Here goes. At the end of the 2014 school year, during Petra Schumann's and my first 2 years as art volunteer coordinators at Ocean Shore School, we came across trays of mosaics stored in some shelving. We could tell the mosaics had been created years earlier by a previous class, but we were unclear if they had been forgotten about. Someone suggested tossing the unfinished art project to make space for other necessities. But fortunately, I had been made aware that the mostly completed mosaics with Greek and Egyptian themes were connected to 6th grade teacher Katy Sterns. It turns out that Katy's students had actually created these designs in 2010, and she very much had a plan for these works of art. The mosaics were actually a part of an important tradition in Katy's classes. It had long been tradition for Katy's 6th grade students to spend the bulk of the year immersed in learning about ancient cultures. This depth of discovery would culminate in a celebration called Great Night. During this event, the multi-purpose room would be transformed back in history by parents and students. Booths would be built and decorated with various themes. And at the booths, students and their parents would make and sell foods that represented ancient cultures. Much effort would be put into students dressing in costume and representing the culture that they had researched. They would then act out scenes intended to teach and transform onlookers back in time to connect with these ancient cultures. The mosaics and tiles we found when organizing had been created during art class to coincide with what students were learning in class that year. It is my understanding that Kathy Kellerman and Catherine Kaiser were some of the parent volunteers that originally taught mosaics and helped students with this project in 2010. I discovered that I knew the year they were created by looking at student names, and I connected with Katy and we came up with a plan that I would eventually install the tiles outside of Katy's classroom, where a planter would be built by another parent volunteer. Once the structure was built, I enjoyed the challenge of learning how to install the pieces, figuring out spacing and coming up with a plan to fill in spaces between student art. I had the honor of coming up with a design and painting tiles that would give an explanation of the project. I enjoyed planning and designing and installing these tiles that were fired in the school kiln. I even enjoyed the help of my friend Lisa during one of my installation days. We then had students from Katy's 2015 6th grade class paint ancient Egyptian and Grecian designs on 6-inch by 6-inch tiles with glaze. These tiles were then fired in the school kiln, and I installed them on the top of the planter, finally grouting and completing that side of the large half-moon shaped structure. I enjoyed the task of finishing the project originally planned by Katy and her art volunteers many years prior. This collaboration is a testament to the amazing culture we experienced at Ocean Shore School, which was previously known as the Alternative School, a place where parent volunteers are key to supporting such a dynamic program, allowing teachers to provide excellent learning opportunities for students and for their families. I am truly thankful that my family and I had the opportunity to be involved in this community for a total of 16 years. Thank you so much for checking out the process.